Hey folks, it's Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health, and in this quick video, we're going to talk about something you most likely have sitting around in your kitchen right now that only costs pennies and might be a tool for helping autoimmunity. Now that magic substance is, drumroll please, baking soda. Now it's important to recognize this does come from a rat study with a small human follow-up, so we can't be absolutely sure that this is going to work or work for people who aren't rats. Now, having said that, baking soda is something we all have. Again, it costs pennies, and the worst side effect is its lousy taste. So this is something you really want to consider, especially if you're struggling with autoimmunity. All right, on to the study. Now, what researchers found was that an organ that most of us have never heard of before, called the spleen, was the key player here. Now, the spleen is a little organ that sits on the left-hand side of your abdomen opposite your liver, and while it's in the stomach or abdomen area, it has no known linkage to your digestion. Instead, your spleen is involved in dealing with your blood and your immune system. Now, that connection with the immune system is what we're looking at here. Researchers in this study found that when you put baking soda into the stomach, it triggered nerve cells in the stomach, and those nerve cells connected to cells in your spleen. The spleen then switched a number of immune cells from their inflammatory mode to an anti-inflammatory mode, which is fantastic because a lot of what we see in autoimmune disease is that these anti-inflammatory immune cells are too low to control the inflammation that's going on in the body, and that results in the pain and the destruction that are characteristic of autoimmunity. So any therapy that can increase the number of these anti-inflammatory or regulatory immune cells is a good idea. Now, interestingly, they found that this connection between the stomach and the spleen is very fragile, and even low-key surgery in the abdomen was enough to break that connection, rendering the baking soda treatment ineffective. So that means for those of us out there who've had trauma to our bellies, including surgeries, this anti-inflammatory connection might have been broken. There's no discussion of whether the body can rewire this connection over time, but it is my personal belief that it can. So hopefully we'll have future research that will be done that can tell us more. Now, does that mean baking soda is worth a try? In my opinion, the answer is yes. The next question, of course, is how much and how often, and that is a great question we don't know. Now, in a small follow-up study, actual human beings were given 2 grams of baking soda in 250 milliliters of water, which is about a half a teaspoon of baking soda in an 8-ounce glass of water. And researchers did see a shift in their immune cells to that anti-inflammatory mode. So it seems like a safe place to experiment with a half teaspoon of baking soda once to twice a day. Now, if this is something you decide to experiment with, there are a couple of quick precautions. If you are very salt sensitive, you need to be aware that regular baking soda is high in sodium, and it might be the wrong fit for you. Drinking baking soda quickly can cause nausea and then possibly diarrhea for some people, so I wouldn't go and guzzle it. And drinking baking soda neutralizes your stomach acid, which isn't ideal as it can mess with the proper digestion of food. So if you're going to experiment with this, I would try taking it between meals, which we're defining as at least 2 hours after and 1 hour before eating a meal. This means most people are going to need to set a timer to remind them to take the baking soda mixture. All right, so let's sum up here. A new study on rats with a small follow-up with humans showed that baking soda has the ability to trigger the spleen to shift immune cells from inflammatory to anti-inflammatory. Unfortunately, this connection between the stomach and the spleen is fragile, and even low-key surgery was enough to disrupt it in this study. Now, can the body regrow those connections? I believe so, but we don't know. But this is great news because baking soda is a very low cost and safe option that could be another tool in our toolkit to treat and manage autoimmunity. Hopefully we'll have more studies coming in the future that can help us understand exactly how much baking soda to take, how often to take it, and who this therapy is best suited and will work for. In the meantime, if you do decide to try to experiment with baking soda, please let us know what you discover. Does it help your autoimmunity? Please drop us a line and let us know. Now, if you or anyone you know is dealing with autoimmunity, I'd like to offer you the guide that we've put together on how we treat autoimmunity here at Aspire Natural Health. There are 2 easy ways you can get it. The first is to simply click the button below, fill out the very short form, and we will happily send that to you for free. The second, if you happen to be watching or listening with your cell phone or it's nearby, all you need to do is text the word autoimmune to 425-651-6851. That's the word autoimmune to 425-651-6851, and we will happily send that to you for free. So please either click down below or text us, and we'll get a copy of that expert report over to you right away. At Aspire Natural Health, we are experts at helping people with digestive issues and autoimmune diseases. If that's you or a loved one who's suffering, we would love to connect. We offer a no obligation, no pressure chat to see if we can help you. And if we're the best person, we're the best people to help you out. If we are, we'll move forward. And if we're not, we will do our best to connect you with the person who can best help you. The only thing you have to lose is being unsure what the best next step for you is. And you'll leave the chat feeling calm, confident, and knowing what you need to do next. So please call us now at 425-202-7849 or email us at info@aspirenaturalhealth.com. All right, folks, until next time, take care.